Good morning, everybody. I hope all of you are doing good. All of you take care of yourselves. Only if it is very important, children step out of the house, even though the government has given relaxations. But then your health is your priority, and you know better what is best suited for you. Children, we're going to begin with the next topic, or the next chapter rather, foreign exchange rate. We are all very well versed with what is foreign currency, what is foreign exchange. We all travel abroad, or rather we all buy commodities from abroad. So we need to exchange those goods only in the currency of the country from which we are importing or exporting. So foreign exchange or foreign currency is nothing but the currencies other than the currency of your home country, of your domestic currency. दैट इज रुपए के अलावा अगर कोई भी करेंसी तुम्हारे हाथ में है तो वो फॉरेन करेंसी है, वो फॉरेन एक्सचेंज है. मेरे पास डॉलर पड़े हैं, मेरे पास दिरहम्स पड़े हैं, मेरे पास येन पड़ा है. ऑल दीज आर फॉरेन करेंसीज. Obviously, every currency has a value, every currency has a price, which we call it the rate. So foreign exchange rate is the rate at which one currency is exchanged for the other. For example, if I say $1 equal to 70 rupees, it means what? The value of buying $1, the price of $1, the rate of $1 is 70 rupees. अगर मुझे डॉलर खरीदने तो मुझे 70 रुपीज़ देने हैं. अगर मुझे डॉलर बेचना है तो मुझे 70 रुपीज़ आएंगे. There are two ways in which you can interpret a currency. In the value of the home currency, in the value of the foreign currency. So $1 is equal to 70 rupees, or 1 rupee is equal to 1/70th of a dollar. Children, before we go into the details of foreign currency, there are some topics which are very, very important for economic students to understand, especially with the changing scenarios right now regarding the COVID. It is very important for you to understand two very important concepts which we are going to do today. Before I go into explaining this, I want you to understand one thing. Treat a foreign currency as a commodity. Only for understanding, treat it as a commodity. If I am to purchase a dollar, I need to pay a price. So I assume that dollar is a commodity. I assume, I'm using the word assume, right? I want to sell a dollar, it's a commodity I'm selling, and that's for a price. So I will be getting money. So I assume right now that foreign currencies are commodities. You will be able to understand better, believe me. Second, you need to understand that we are going to take the example of a dollar because we believe that barred America's situation right now, but we assume that dollar is the most strong currency against which other currencies are traded, and for the sake of simplicity we take dollar as the currency of exchange right now. So whenever I use the word dollar, don't think it's only dollar, it's a foreign currency. The two important concepts I'm going to explain are currency depreciation and currency appreciation. Currency depreciation. Depreciation means decrease in the value, you know. So when I say currency depreciation, it means decrease in the value of the domestic currency. उसे home currency भी कहते हैं in terms of foreign currency. Currency depreciation means decrease in the value of the home currency, domestic currency, in terms of the foreign currency. You know, the home currency may become expensive, the home currency may become less expensive. It all depends upon the foreign currency. We'll take a very nice hypothetical example, simple to understand. $1 is equal to 70 rupees, right? Let us assume $1 has become 74. मतलब डॉलर का रेट बढ़ गया. जब जिस चीज का रेट बढ़ जाता है वो चीज महंगी हो जाती है, उसकी वैल्यू बढ़ जाती है, और जो चीज हम खरीदते हैं, जिससे हम खरीदते हैं, उसकी वैल्यू कम होगी. So obviously earlier I was buying $1 for 70 rupees. Now I'm buying $1 for 74 rupees. It means I have to pay more of my rupees to buy a dollar. Dollar महंगा हो गया. It means the value of my domestic currency has decreased. Right? मेरी करेंसी की वैल्यू कम होगी, इसलिए मुझे ज़्यादा रुपए देने पड़ रहे हैं. And the value of the foreign currency, dollar, उसकी वैल्यू बढ़ गई. Now take a very good example. Let's say we assume this is a pen. Right? This is a pen. Now I'm an exporter. I sell this pen for $1. So how much do I get into my account? 70 rupees. Now the same pen, I'm exporting it for $1 only. लेकिन अब मेरे अकाउंट में 74 रुपीज आ रहे हैं. तो एक्सपोर्टर को फायदा हो गया कि नुकसान हो गया? बहुत फायदा हो गया. सो इंडिया की एक्सपोर्ट्स बढ़ जाएंगी whenever there is a depreciation, whenever the home currency depreciates. So I repeat, whenever there is currency depreciation, which means decrease in the value of the home currency vis-a-vis the foreign currency, it means you have to purchase the foreign currency by giving more rupees. So the exporters को फायदा है, क्योंकि पहले वो चीज जो $1 की एक्सपोर्ट करते थे उनके अकाउंट में 70 रुपए आते थे, अब $1 एक्सपोर्ट करके उनके अकाउंट में 74 रुपीज आ रहे हैं. सो एक्सपोर्ट्स will increase due to the currency depreciation. Exports will increase due to currency depreciation. I hope it's very clear to everybody, right? Listen to it again, read it again, and understand it. The next concept is currency appreciation. What is appreciation? Increase in the value of the domestic currency, home currency, in terms of foreign currency. But obviously, if $1, let's take this example again, $1 equal to 74 rupees at the moment. Suddenly, due to various reasons, XYZ reasons, we're going to do them later on, $1 becomes 70 rupees. डॉलर सस्ता हो गया. It means what? हमारे रुपये की वैल्यू बढ़ गई, डॉलर की वैल्यू कम होगी. अब पहले क्या होता था, मैं इंपोर्ट करती थी $1 का ये स्केल, तो मुझे उस इंपोर्टर को 74 रुपीज देने पड़ते थे. अब वही स्केल मैं उस इंपोर्टर से इंपोर्ट करती हूँ $1 का ही, लेकिन मुझे उसे कितने देने पड़ते हैं? 70 रुपीज. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया? आई एम गिविंग लेस रुपीज फॉर द परचेज ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर स्केल और डॉलर. इट मीन्स माई रुपी हैज बिकम मोर वैल्यूएबल. सो इंपोर्टर्स को बहुत फायदा है, बिकॉज इंपोर्ट्स बिकम रिलेटिवली cheaper. Now with the same amount of dollars they can purchase more commodities because they have to give less rupees into the bank or into the exchange process. Logic is very simple, children. Whenever there is currency depreciation, there is a decrease in the value of the home currency vis-a-vis the foreign currency, because of which the exports become cheaper and the imports become expensive. But when there is currency appreciation, that is, when there is an increase in the value of the home currency vis-a-vis the dollar or the foreign currency, the value of the home currency becomes more as against the foreign currency, because of which now you are to pay less rupees to purchase $1, because of which the imports become cheaper and the exports become expensive. अब इसी एग्जाम्पल को तुम एक्सपोर्ट्स के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखो. मैं एक्सपोर्टर हूँ, मैं $1 का ये स्केल एक्सपोर्ट करती थी, तो मेरे अकाउंट में कितने आते थे? 74. अब मैं $1 का यही स्केल $1 में ही एक्सपोर्ट कर रही हूँ, लेकिन मेरे अकाउंट में कितने आ रहे हैं? 70 रुपीज़. मैं तो नहीं एक्सपोर्ट करूँगी, लेकिन इंस्टेड मैं इंपोर्ट करूँगी, क्योंकि मुझे इंपोर्ट सस्ता पड़ता है. Children, you need to understand one thing. Currency appreciation and currency depreciation is done by the market forces called demand and supply. इसमें सरकार का कोई हाथ नहीं है. Is that clear? The government has no role to play. It all depends upon the inflow of foreign currency and the outflow of foreign currency. It all depends upon the demand and supply of foreign currency. But there is something called currency devaluation and currency revaluation. I'm going to be telling you what is currency devaluation. Devalue matlab, again, the value decreases. Value of the home currency will decrease vis-a-vis the foreign currency. But then you may ask me, ma'am, what is the difference then? The difference is that currency devaluation is done by the government for economic reasons, to stabilize the economy, to stabilize the foreign trade, to stabilize the Indians' position vis-a-vis the फॉरेन ग्लोबल मार्केट. जब सरकार करेंसी डिवैल्यूएशन खुद करती है या होम करेंसी की वैल्यू खुद गिरा देती है, लेट्स से बाय 0.025%, then the exports in India will increase. सो सरकार ये तब करती है जब सरकार को एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोट करना होता है, एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन पॉलिसी अपनानी होती है, राइट. एंड व्हाट इज करेंसी रीवैल्यूएशन? इंक्रीज इन द वैल्यू ऑफ द होम करेंसी विजिबल विद द फॉरेन करेंसी बट डन बाय द गवर्नमेंट पर्पसली. नाउ व्हाई डज द गवर्नमेंट डू दिस? जब गवर्नमेंट को लगता है कि imports are becoming very expensive and the Indian market is unable to accommodate, or the government wants to import and it's becoming difficult, then the government will go in for revaluation. जब सरकार खुद अपनी मर्जी से करती है, then it is called currency devaluation and currency revaluation. जब market forces के कारण वैल्यू डिक्रीज होती है तो करेंसी डेप्रिसिएशन कहते हैं, और जब मार्केट फोर्सेस के कारण वैल्यू इंक्रीज होती है तो हम उसे करेंसी रीवैल्यूएशन कहते हैं. गेट दीज कॉन्सेप्ट्स वेरी क्लियर चिल्ड्रन रिगार्डिंग करेंसी डेप्रिसिएशन एंड करेंसी डिवैल्यूएशन, करेंसी अप्रिसिएशन एंड करेंसी रीवैल्यूएशन. Let us understand the different types of foreign exchange rates. So you are very clear with what is foreign exchange, what is a foreign exchange rate, what is currency appreciation, currency depreciation, currency devaluation and currency revaluation. There are three types of foreign exchange rates, children, namely the fixed foreign exchange rate. What do you understand by fixed foreign exchange rate? It is a foreign exchange rate which is fixed by the government. सरकार उसे फिक्स करती है. सरकार क्यों फिक्स करती है? Because the government wants to ensure stability of the foreign currency within the country and outside. It wants to take in care what are the foreign trends, what are the capital movements, and the government wants to make sure that our currency does not become very weak, right? It wants to make our currency strong. Rather, it wants to help the foreign trade between the country and outside. For this, the government has to maintain large amount of foreign exchange reserves, ताकि when the government feels that the rate is slipping down, then it can always sell the foreign exchange and increase the supply of it. लेकिन each country has to keep a good amount of the gold, silver, other precious currencies or precious metals in order to fix the foreign exchange rate. So namely you must understand, fixed exchange rate sarkar fix करती है. Simple. Flexible exchange rate, it is the exchange rate which is governed, determined by the forces of demand and supply of different currencies in the foreign exchange market. You go to Western Union, you ask him the rate of rupee against a country. वो हर country का exchange rate तुम्हें different बताएगा. You go over a period of time, वो different बताएगा. आज की डेट में different है, 10 दिन के बाद जाओगे different होगा, 15 दिन के बाद जाओगे different होगा. अगर situations change हो जाएगी तो different होगा. So the value of foreign exchange is determined depending upon the demand and supply of the currency. इसमें सरकार इंटरवीन नहीं करती. इस रेट को फ्लोटिंग रेट भी कहते हैं, फ्लोटिंग एक्सचेंज रेट भी कहते हैं. फ्लोटिंग मतलब चेंजिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू व्हाट? डिमांड एंड सप्लाई. लेकिन दोनों एक्सट्रीम्स है. इफ सरकार फिक्स करेगी तो भी दिक्कत है, अगर पूरा ही मार्केट पर छोड़ दो तो भी दिक्कत है. सो वी हैव अ थर्ड एक्सचेंज रेट व्हिच इज कॉमनली यूज्ड इन एवरी कंट्री व्हिच इज कॉल्ड द मैनेज्ड फ्लोटिंग रेट. Children, it is a hybrid exchange rate which is governed by two things. What are the two things? Exchange rate fixed by the government and exchange rate fixed by the market forces of demand and supply. Both influence in the determination of this particular exchange rate. Here the exchange rate is fixed by the government. Central bank will fix an exchange rate undoubtedly. Lekin it gives you that much of lenience to fluctuate the exchange rate within a certain limit. I'll give you a very simple example. You have the same example in the book also. You can take it. Let's assume the exchange rate is 60 rupees a dollar. $1 equal to 60. RBI कहती है कि वो टॉलरेट कर सकती है अगर एक्सचेंज रेट 59 रुपीज 75 पैसा से लेकर 60 रुपीज 25 पैसा के बीच में फ्लक्चुएट करेगा. अगर ये इसके बीच फ्लक्चुएट कर रहा है, थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे भी हो जाए, देन इट्स ओके. बट अगर इसके बियॉन्ड फ्लक्चुएट करेगा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू गो टू बाय अ डॉलर, यू विल लेट्स से द डॉलर रेट इज 60. कभी भी तुम वेस्टर्न यूनियन वाले या किसी भी डॉलर एक्सचेंज वाले को बोलोगे कि द डॉलर रेट इज 60, गिव इट टू मी एट 60. he will never give it to you at 60. He will never give it to you at 60 because that is the rate which is fixed by the government, right? He will always give it to you probably 60 rupees 75 paisa, maybe 61 also at times, depending upon the amount of dollars you are buying. Now the government says if he is giving to you by 60.25 or maybe 60.3035, it's okay because it depends कि उसके पास कितना है. इतना फ्लक्चुएशन गवर्नमेंट अलाउ करती है. बट अगर वो 60 रुपए का डॉलर आपको 70 में दे रहा है, then it is nothing but illegal trading. And suppose you're going to sell the dollar, obviously selling rate is lesser, so you will not get a price of 60. You may get 59 rupees 75 paisa. At times they give you maybe 59, maybe 59.25. But अगर तुम्हें वो 55 rupees दे रहा है, then he is indulged into illegal trading. So children, hybrid exchange rate is known as managed floating. So children, we've done 3 types of exchange rate, namely fixed exchange rate fixed by the government, flexible exchange rate which is fixed by the demand and supply, right, market forces, and managed floating rate which is a hybrid one in which exchange rate is determined by the market forces, demand and supply, and the RBI also intervenes whenever required.